background. Well, it is time. Let us crown a champion. Map number 6, the finale to the PGCS Season 5 champions.
Here we go, and well, right, almost splitting that middle part of the map. Look at the hard drop here from Typhoon, and I believe Mira will be having a very early instigation, which also means one thing here. They are the top 5 teams. They are definitely out there. Mira is 4, Typhoon is 5. That means we could be having one of those contestants already out and about very early on, giving opportunities to lower bracket teams. Currently looking about it, no one's really going to be going for those late drops. Majority of teams ended up going for the first half of the possible, I would say, evacuation.
Different choices of landing, though, here for a lot of these teams, and you take somebody like Typhon, you're trying to maybe avoid some of the dangerous early skirmishes, but you're also 17 points behind first place at this moment. Do we really think the number 1 is going to get knocked out again? Maybe, but do you really think that both, all 5 of the teams in the top 5 are going to get knocked out? Who knows? So you've really got to bet on yourself here and get just as many points as you can.
Who knows? Maybe the lower teams now are going to be having themselves a change of fate. They decided enough was enough. Now we want to make a showing for ourselves and have this map be ours. The others had their opportunity. Our time to shine is now. But let's take a look at Typhoon. As again, looting up nicely. We do see some strong guns here, especially that Kar 98. We have seen about 2-3 shots here today that were headshots, and I felt them all the way over to here.
Can feel them all the way through the bones here. We are missing one of our teams who didn't load here in towards our final match. So starting at 60 players, Typhon Gaming starts 10 points behind the rest of the crew. And these beautiful angles, getting to watch everything. Got to give a huge shout to our amazing production crew giving us the action here today.
And of course, Plausible Gaming, who made all of this possible. Again, if you want to find some friends, some buds, maybe teammates, and get yourself into community events like these, or just have a blast, of course, join the Discord, join the community. The links are all around the bounds. And Plausible Gaming has built such a fantastic, non-toxic community that you might as well try it, since there's really nothing to lose. Now, of course, again, this really shows it. I mean, the production is fantastic. It only shows that Plausible Gaming brings cream of the crop quality.
And hey, they got that Puffo Bob guy. He's a pretty good caster as well. Gotta give him all the shouts. Either way. For Storm on Request, they are currently sitting in 11th, 24 points. Not their usual consistency. Trying to change that.
Change it about. Storm on Request definitely have been having their moments. As much as they weren't all around to keep up the tempo, again, those bursts of aggression, they've proven that they bring the storm, and once it begins brewing, it is going to be a hellhole. And is that a motorcycle inside a church? Well, I guess new things you get to see every now and then.
New things every day for Samler and Zareth. Feels like has been a point of contact for this team that has really brought a lot of really good team fights their way. Samler overall haven't been as lucky. I mean, they haven't really got the placement points. I mean, they've gotten 16 total kills as a team. That's really good, but only a single placement point to boot.
Only one for it. And well, maybe that's going to be changing, maybe not. Who's to say? Currently, we have a lot more going down. And let's take a look at Samler, who are right now scouring out the church side, having themselves a very holy discovery, maybe even a spiritual lead. But what matters not right now is the fact that no one is around. They are alone, they can loot as they will. And of course, to take it a bit more off of that stale position and onto the moving side, Samler are having a very quick directive.
Trying to group back up, and maybe heard that Storm on Request was in the area trying to take one of those early fights. And that is what you just got to do. If you are one of the teams that are maybe out of contention of that top spot, just get some practice. We talk about these global athletes competing in a lot of other events throughout not only today, but the weeks and months to come as well. You want to get the fullest practice possible, and changing up your play style, going uber aggressive for no reason is just going to be a detriment to your training overall.
A detriment it will be. And right now driving through the very open desert, just feeling that burn, the scorching hot sun, but you're approaching one of the players from Empire, and he's alone. This is huge for Tratentis, and no, not the rocket launcher, not the flip on the car, hitting the little shell of a box of a home and sticking a house. There's some shots. Milky does definitely fight back, even gets the finishing job. Storm King, oh, what a great loss, but he gets away with it for just an extra bit. And how long will that really last for?
Just don't want to take your teammate out here with the Panzer. Clearing every angle, only 18 HP on their opponent. Empire coming in to reinforce. They've got the longer range angles, and Michael has doubled up. All of a sudden, they burn down the car in the close range. 1 for 1 in the nade as well. But this is Trentante's down 2 players. Make it 3. MFP has gotten involved as XP drops. Trick Mix will get the finish and ruin any chance of Empire having a fun final day, but they will get eliminated first of all.
It had the moment. Trentis, they bunched up on 1 player, but they took too while. Their time was ticking and it was getting kicked off the clock. And once the ring has belled, well, that's when the entirety of Empire had come in for the support and finished the job, wiped out a team. But little do they know, MFP are taking initiation to make their job of recovery as hard as possible. And right now, even approaching the line of sight, the position as close as they can to wipe the clean team and make sure they're all put in the dirt.
They need to get these finishes now for MFP Clan. 10 kills on the day today. Looking to make that more. Gustav has been a power point of the team, and it's going to actually be Fakesin that's falling from Fairy T. So a huge top of the board battle going on while Empire gets sieged upon.
Oh, the line leader, MFP, Sturpic right now throwing this nades. They don't connect. 2 have already been false. Things will blow it up all around the board, and many more teams could catch action onto it. The Panzerfaust in the hand, ready to blow you to smithereens, as Sturpic is going in full mayhem. And right now, 7 Gaming is even behind those lines, could possibly be coming in for a bit of a shootout themselves. But Western it out, pull out your revolver, sheriffs, whatever you want to call it. But currently, it's about to get hot, and it's about to get heavy.
Sturpic's looking for it. Inside corner play, has to know eventually. Looking around, gets the swing, gets the explosion, and Sturpic demolishes the burst. It's a quick trade from Shinboy on the crossfire, who's taken down to 6 HP. That's all that Empire have to stand on. 6 ticks of health with 3 teams in the area. The love of the nade sends them packing.
Oh, the rug pulled underneath Empire. As 7 Gaming now standing on business. MLP or MFP, just to reconnect it, they will be, having a bit of a troublesome cause. They went in, lost a couple. They will be going out with all 4 players. But what matters most, is going to be those 3 kills.
Getting those extra points feels nice, but it was also interesting to see. We saw Fairy Tail getting involved in the kill feed. Those top of the match duels are going to be ever important. You have a lot of teams that are going to play very considerate of their total. Usually when you enter the final match in a PUBG set, there's usually a team that's 10 or 11 points ahead. Instead, it is just a 1-point lead between Grove Street and Fairy Tail. You have to have your best game here in game number 6.
Fairy Tail breaking and entering, having a bit of a walk, currently just looking around again. These are going to be walls. You're looking not much of a escape way to find yourself any kills, but that's not what matters. Conf has already gotten themselves 1 point, although many more will need to be achieved. And we can take a look as already 13 players have been dropped in a matter of 8 minutes, maybe even less. 3 teams gone, and one of them definitely was holding some power, that being Empire.
Empire is a crew that, like we said, has been around the regions, is playing across the board here today, and Versada has just got the Mini 14. You talk about a really versatile weapon that can add on so many different scopes, and the big thing is has an 8 in the back pocket to try and get those finishers of the kill. 7 Gaming has been involved in a lot of different fights here today, but only 1 kill on the board in game number 6.
Oh, it passes by so quickly. And 7 Gaming Look, to pass by a couple of opportunities for the side of Safa Barbarians. Just missed it. And now they're going to be going away, taking as much distance as they can. But it's a run around, and they're having for a bit of a car battle in the end. Barbarians don't want to lose any players just yet. It's too early for now, so we'll let them do as they wish.
I'm backing off here. The Barbarians, they had actually fallen to the last place in the overall leaderboards after that last game, dropping 2 places, only 6 points in total for them, but all of them have come off of eliminations. It seems like whenever they do get into a team fight, they are very versatile in how they engage about it. And honestly, it can be the best feeling in the world. If you're a team that enters in as the last place and you ruin somebody's day that was in that top 5, it is just a huge feeling of that underdog mentality.
Ooh, now we have the full stack in one vehicle. Absolutely pimping it out. And come on, MFP, 3-1 in front, and now looking to take it up front themselves. It's definitely dangerous what they're doing, but I doubt there's any risk as currently the position they're in and the ground they currently take. All of it seems to be safe and sound, but a question of only how much longer will that stand.
High ground here from Nosferatu. It's just really good to put the pressure on here, but Grove Street, not somebody that wants to lose members in this mid-game. It's Hollow and Ombre that combine. Project, such a huge kill thread, is done for the day.
Done and dusted. Project, you in map number 1 have proven yourself to be probably one of the most impressive players out of everyone. I'll give it to him straight out, because mostly, I mean, that clutch he did to win his team out a winner chicken dinner is definitely going to be one of the highlights here for Plausible Gaming's PUBG season number 5 run through. But he falls, the legend dies, but Groove, they still keep it going.
I mean, Project entering this game was the #1 kill leader with 14. We'll have to stay at that margin. Seifu also dropped to his 5th on the overall kill leaderboard, so a tough part to lose your 2 fraggers, but you've got to get it done. Vazu proved last game they could put them in this position. It's just now all about reserving your expectations and finding a way to hold down an in-zone building.
Grove having a really tedious job with his driving. Maybe the license wasn't given, but as long as you know, get a pedal to the metal, you might as well let it rock and roll. And currently, proactivity from TBA as they're at the very peak of the heel, looking to surge it all through and nicely deliver some flat lines. But as of current, the pincers haven't made their contact yet, and first contact for them is still waiting for its position.
It feels like for TBA, I mean, they've had some really good chances to bust in, but no real stellar game, no real chicken dinner to top everything off. And it could be this one. I mean, maybe that's how you want to end it. Just try and find your way on through. But a lot of teams are battling for these high ground positions. It's always like, who's got your back? Because there's always, it feels like, somebody watching over you, whoever you're watching over, and then whoever you're watching over is watching over somebody else. And yeah, you get the gist.
You get the gist, yes you do. MVP, MFP, you might as well call them MVP, because currently they've been rocking the board, going all around the map, checking every single nook, checking every single corner, no tree to be unaligned, and as long as they've got an eye on it, it's one of an eagle, making sure that these long-range shots will be theirs to claim, and a lot of teams outside the zone, or maybe just by the tippity top of the edge, that could definitely be allowing for some contention on the very surrounding of it.
It is pulling a little bit northern rather than usual, so up to water treatment just on the outside of that does allow it to go to this kind of low point of the map with a little bit less high ground overall. It's going to take a lot of tactical position here. 7 Gaming taking down one of their own with the car. You hate to see it at this point, but the headshots continue from MFP Clan.
MFP taking it, 1 kill for each. Nicely balanced as all things should be. Shots from windows. You see him, you spot him, won't shoot back, but nicely play the save game. That's how smart you tend to be. And FP right now, again, they've nicely aligned, just not completely together. We see some on one side of the map, we see some on the other. Plane coming around yet again, and right now on the very top, we can still feel some storm action about to unveil.
Storm on request. haven't had the day that they want, but they are known to capitalize on positions like this, getting themselves in zone for a majority of our games today. Sure, Storm and Request are only at 24 points, but they are at 10 placement points. If it was just placement points alone, that would slot them into the 8th place slot. Unfortunately, it's not. You need those kill points to match, and honestly, any team fight they've taken has looked a little bit sloppy today, where a lot of them fall at the same time. So we'll see if they can bounce back and turn this high ground positioning into something beautiful.
Something beautiful, a bit of a flower, cherry on top, icing on the cake, whatever you want to consider it. It's something that you can flourish with. And Four Dogs right now looking to grow upon this current root and stem that they've been given. But Savage, the same as he can run off of Santa. It's a down, pick up in the process, nade there for security, and currently starting to lose their ground. Might find themselves in a troublesome situation.
You lose a player here, cost you the entire tournament. For somebody like Savage that just won last game, would love to break into that top 8, have a good finish on the day. Back-to-back chicken dinners would just be such a nice confidence booster for them going into the worldwide events. For Savage and the rest of the crew, they're going to lose one to the nade. Rolf has got the arm like LeBron James and lobs one for a death. Savage says we'll lob one back.
Well, so comes in Storm on Request. Now we even seeing that MFP have lost out on one of their own. Mira even showing their face for now, and their true nature coming to pop out as Samler still fighting out Savage. A down onto one Savage do have a similar position to currently stand out, but the Storm heal will be devastating, and unless you can find this pickoff, it will be absolute menace. We're talking, there comes some extra shots. TBA coming in for a third party, and Zelpy taking a piece for himself. Extra couple of pieces still remain. That's going to be Sadix and Sarso just looking to get involved, but feeling that tension.
Interested to see how this team fight explodes into. For Miro, we saw them a little bit in that kill feed. They are a team that has combined for a total of 0 in the past 2 games. 0 dropped in both, drop in first in both of them. It is going to be Samler losing a couple members. The back and forth here at Seven Gaming looks to keep themselves alive. MFB, their day is done.
Their day is done. Go to sleep. The bed awaits you, and I imagine you are starting to feel tired, but Savage not just yet. Comes around, Samler lets it down. We go for the finish. No, we're feeling greedy. Might as well be there, but a second peek will work out for Savage as they look to finish the job. Earlier, the battle is going to be continuing down to the final 1v1. Shots through the window. You find the bullets, and Samler cleans. Savage are officially out as the team walking number 12.
Hoping that Samler can get out of that storm. It is a devastating one to eat your players alive and hit those reses. If you can't get the heals, and Sarso from the dead here will be able to find that knockback on Rolf here. Call me Bobby, we'll send some long-range shots, and Fairy Tail might be in the best position possible. Out of all of those top teams, Mira and Fairy Tail are the ones that are possibly set up to win this whole dang thing.
Well, damn thing instead. Fairy Tail. They started us out. Again, they're going to be ones with the possibility, ones to look out for. If there's a team you would put your money on, I definitely bet Fairy Tail would be in consideration, but Chopchin as well, as now they're starting to slowly approach each other, but not physically, rather just in thought.
Thinking about where to go, where to use that brain power at this moment. It feels like for Brightside has been such a bright spot for the team. Grove is going to lose a member. It feels like they're only down to 1 or 2 at this point. Fairy T helping out in the 7 gaming demolition. But Mira is just letting the action unfold around them. They are inside of everybody else, but they're in a solid enough groove that they can just sit and chill for as long as they want.
Nades mix them up, explosives and flames. With the line of flames, they look to walk, but currently they're being flamed on the spot. 4 Dogs throwing it all out. 7 Gaming eliminated by Fairy Tail. A double kill to finish us off. Person Salvation couldn't find it. And Viking even down by 4 Dogs, as again, these are more than just dogs. They have more than bark. They are all bite.
They're biting with some of those fragmentations. Safa trying to find their way on the escape here, but in these little divots, this is what the nades do. The bang explodes half the health bar of both of their opponents, and Jambo is looking for this right side angle to break down everything. But a splash in the puddle might just get their location revealed, and definitely don't want to shoot your teammate at this point, so finding different angles very important. 10 teams left to go.
Oh, 10 teams. These are the final 10 contenders we have, ladies and gentlemen. So many of them to take it away. 4 dogs with a down onto Wusi. As one of the Barbarians Wykins. Oh, he's testing fate. Much more alongside it. The car comes around. TBA are coming in for the sports, but Barbarians are still going to be caught in the crossfire, as now 4 dogs have lost all grip over the situation and cannot find themselves a way out of this hole, the self-digging hole. A kill onto one, another one to fall, and TBA are taking the most out of it.
It's the Miramar special, though. You take any fight out in the open, another team is going to be watching from right behind. Soda, it just feels like they have to escape now. No chance to get that res. Burned down to nothing on the car health as well. That thing about to explode. 4 dogs on the other side of that. They got 2 of those reses, only losing 1 member. And Soda will fall. Those finishes, it's going to leave, it feels like only 1 member left to the Barbarians. Just look at this. Fazu, last member of Grove Street, hearing out the solo of dogs and doesn't take the shot.
Why? What was he waiting for? To keep his position. If someone finds you out, the rest of the teams are stacked with players. There is no lurk where you manage to come out on it. You just wasted a kill. Maybe you don't see an opportunity where you can come out on top anyways, but it's just for the moment. It's just for the time. And currently, time will be a virtue, as hit in the 21-minute-and-a-half mark. Right now, a lot of teams are desperate for these final kills, as yet again, they're racing for the #1 spot.
And Grove Street's in that #1 spot right now, but they only have 1 single player to try and keep it. Maybe, just maybe, Vazo after that last game and the phenomenal ability to stay alive. The kills that they found at the end as well. There's a Storm on Request member right in front of you. A hop, skip, and a jump. The bullets connect. And Vazo continues to impress, but can they get safely inside of that next zone?
Can they? Oh, Vazo. Ooh, the time is ticking. He does get it through safely without a doubt. And right now, what matters most is that he gets in without being caught. But it will be Grove Street eliminated by Storm on Request. Fairy Tale finding one onto Savage. Or rather, yeah, Chopchins being the ones to also fall right after. And it's the top 6 llama.
And more importantly, that is #2 and #3 ripped from the leaderboard. Right now, Fairy Tale and Mira Gaming are the 2 that are on the golden road to try and win it. Maybe, though, just maybe, Typhon could steal it away. They started 10 points behind from first place in this game, but the nades are helping them out. Storm on Request is losing members left and right, and Carrick is the Grim Reaper.
Yes, he is delivering that final hammer right onto the table and currently looking to pass down judgment. Oh, Carrick, what are you thinking? Don't let it be so. Storm on Request, you're about to be cooked. Oh, here he comes. Samcro, he's a little too ambitious for himself. Tries to take off a bite that simply cannot be shown. But right now, Storm on Request are taken out by the 3 players, or rather 2, Tiny and Carrick in combination hand-to-hand. A heal, a revive, getting it back together, and one more team, and we will see the results of the top 4.
Typhon can do this. Seriously, if they can survive this onslaught from TBA, now that's a big if. Flory's able to get the first nade cooked up and ready to throw. They've got a great crossfire position and a good little downhill that they can back off to. Mira, 2 players left along with the 3rd kind of in this divot backing to and fro of where they want to go. They've got an interesting position and they've got a chance to win it as well.
They do. Oh, but their stomachs are completely empty. They're drained. I can feel them starving in Mira right now in this one corner. Needs being checked from all sides. And TBA are closing in. Will this be the moment where pressure is going to be allowing them to find greatness? Or will the dynasty of Mira fall for the final time? Earlier, such a good run against such a pretentious time. But TBA just simply don't stop. They check everything they have at them. That's a down. Another one, that's a smoke to make sure that the vision will be blocked a bit. Long range shots. If Typhoon get a bit too cautious, and right now that's a down. Mira just having the worst side of it all.
That's also Fairy Tale. That is the entrance number 2 team who was 9 points ahead of Typhon here entering this game, but they go. It's time for their move. Typhon running over everybody. Double down on the entry. Mira only able to chunk back one. TBA is just watching the chaos unfold as the top 3 teams duel it out.
Duel it out. Here they are. They stand. One more to be eliminated. 5 teams. It's a half of the double digits. And now it's going to be elimination onto Fairy Tale. Oh, top 4 are standing. Let's see the players. The only ones with all 4 will be TBA. Passed down to the 3 of Mira, 2 and 1 unofficial from Typhon, and Samler with 1 stronghold, leaving them all behind. TBA might have the most chances, but the other teams still have ambition.
And it's honestly Mira versus Typhon right here. Typhon, no chicken dinner on the day just yet. And it's going to be Kalanzine dropped again for Flores. He's going to be just ripping apart the health bars. This could be a third-party opportunity from Typhon. If they get the res, if they get the re-engage, the tournament could be theirs.
The smokes are all about. You can see the tremble from Mira, but still gets down. Shipless the victim. Another possible headshot, but a finish shot to Quan, as now he will be taken via fragmentation. The nade dropped, the nade given, and the explosives delivered. Oh, Mira only have 2 to remain. TBA with a down could be equalizing it out with the count the Typhon have to offer up. And now. We can take a look at the position of Samler's final player, and it's a danger to Mira's current possibility.
Mira only gained +2 with their kill count. That puts them up to 44 before placement points come in. They really need to get the win here overall if they want to get the number 1 slot. And Typhon Gaming, with the double-digit kills they already have, the golden road is theirs. Paved with the blood of their opponents, they look to finish it off.
Oh, and well, Samler gets eliminated, and of course TBA have realized that they better scramble everyone like an egg before they get folded like an omelet. And currently, with all 4 players alive, healthy, wealthy, we're talking rich, and utility still being partially there, we have a shot from TBA. It downs one from Typhon. This is their best chance. One of the cars escaping away from the current position, and a down to be finished out by the Storm. That's a 2v4 situation between the major teams. 2-2. Mira and Typhon combined together with a count of TBAs, and right now it's all about to be letting hell loose.
2 members of Typhon left to go. Mira's gonna get 1 dropped as well. Lots of bodies falling. You just need to get more placement points than your opponent. TBA looks to clear everything up. They cannot win today's tournament, but they can sure as heck do some damage to make it tougher for the other 2. Typhon is in a very good position. Mira is smack sandwiched between the 2 of them, but who wants it more right here, right now?
TBA with the Iron Gauntlet, halfway already sitting on the throne and looking to take that crown away from Typhon and Mira both. This is their final opportunity to prove why they deserve to be on that top number 1 spot. Shot, you don't connect him. It's a panic, and you're starting to shake in your boots right now. Psychog, you really can't connect those bullets, or otherwise you might as well get done and dusted in the job. Crossgo completely alone. He's isolated, and Typhon have realized that. As Mira in the meanwhile just in the middle, not even taking coverage. It could be an extra kill, but what matters most, this is about to be down to the final few moments in any second.
The other problem is Sam is going to have to move. This is a zone that's going to be cut off very soon by that Storm. 66 on the damage connects. Fauna FPS just trying to survive. Nade goes wide of the goalpost. TBA still has a player over to the right side. Fauna's getting cleaned. Mira, this is your last chance, and they are dropped. TBA double-digit kills, but it's Typhon's resurgence, the double-digit of their own, and Psy might fall. TBA looks to clean up this final game.
Ooh, but not just yet. Samcrops is going for these final kills. Doesn't get him. I know the shockers from the Storm. The final shots. Winner, chicken dinner for the final map, number 6. And claiming victory will be TBA with a fantastic score. They absolutely performed in the variant phase. They took those 4 numbers and they went to hell and back, making sure they win it out. And right now, what I'm wondering most is the score, Llama. Any moment right now, we're about to get ourselves into the results. The champions, fairy tale of Season 5. Plausible Gaming's PUBG Grand Finals, taking the $180 home and booking a ticket to a very comfortable bet.
It's the overall leaderboard. Let's see how truly close it was.
Ooh.
Typhon made the jump, and it was 1 point. 1 single kill would have been enough to put them up towards the tide marker. That victory, the chicken dinner, could have put them in first place. But you also talk about people like Grove Street, Mira, and also the Chins, who were right within chomping distance. TBA, though, with that final game, put themselves up to 6th.
Oh yeah, I mean, Typhon Gaming, better luck next time, but 2 points to overtake Fairy Tale and take over the home prize might not be the best of feelings, but that second is absolutely phenomenal. And Typhon Gaming, again, have been one of the top teams. It's without a doubt that they have, again, been a shocker to watch. And the way they have played has been completely outstanding. So again, shout out to all the teams as they have really brought on the fantastic time. And again, this fantastic time can be achieved of you if you just join the Discord. If you